What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having a great Sunday. What a win! Holy hell. As we always say in these parts, wouldn't be an Eagles game without a little heart attack. And oh my, did they just give us one. Well, first half of football, this is the team I'm talking about. Dominant. Offense rolling. Defense stepping up. Let's effing go. And then the second half happens. Whoo! We'll get to it all here in a second, but I appreciate you all taking the time. Hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, becoming members, hyping these videos up. Everything you're doing to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough. But I hope you all enjoyed that one. Holy, had a nice little birthday party for my nephew Bryson. Shout out to him. Happy birthday. But nice little Christmas gathering as well. So everybody was there, and man, the emotions were high, and we were all losing our minds. I'm sure you all were at home as well. My God. Tried to keep the peace, tried to stay positive here in this team. I said at the beginning of the third quarter, if you get with this stagnant offense where you're just playing conservative, you're going to keep them in the game, and we're going to be on the edge, and here it comes. And boy, thank God they missed that extra point, and then at the end, they go for two, which is what I was praying for because I did not want overtime. And yes, holy hell. What a stop at the end of the game. My emotions are shot. I'm going to be real with you. What a game it was, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, this team, you saw it in the first half who this team is. They can beat anybody. They can step up to the plate. And the Bills are a great team. We got to give them their credit. They came out and this team obviously could have done more on offense. I'll give the Bills their credit. But shouldn't have let them in the game. A good team. It's okay. We got the win. 11 wins. Next week, probably doesn't matter. Hopefully, don't even need to play our starters. Let's get guys healthy. Let's get ready for this playoff run. You just beat one of the best teams. You could have just seen the Super Bowl preview, as I've been saying this year. I feel Eagles-Bills. Now you see two top teams going head to toe. It was beautiful. It was how football was played, man. So I loved it. I don't know about you guys, but let me know how you're feeling about this W. Jump on over here to the comments. And let's see how you guys are feeling about this W. Let's go. Liz starting us off. Go Birds. You know it. Why do they scare you every game? Well, that's just Eagles football. Well, at least what I've seen in my 39 years of existence. Tired of hearing fire KP. Yeah, man, I would stop listening to those people. God help you, those of you. I appreciate those of you getting tired of that stuff. If you want a place to come where you don't have to listen to casual people, as I've said, man, those people are going to go all year, and they're going to go all the way up until we win the Super Bowl, and then they're going to tell you they're the biggest fans ever, just like they did last year. So let them. They can fire and trade whoever they want. We're about to get ready for the playoffs, so I think it's time for that stuff to, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, dude, we get it. You don't know football. Defense played all 4 quarters of football. Offense, I don't know about that, man. They definitely gave up those points at the end. That was definitely the defense, definitely not the offense there. But again, I think the first half showed you, and got to tip your hat to the Bills. They're a good team. So hey, it is what it is. The defense gave it up at the end there, but they tried all game, and at a point in the second half, you got to have the offense doing something. So it is what it is. Last season is because he didn't take the foot off the gas. Yeah, but that's why I always laugh at the people that gave up on the season. I told you this reminds me of last year because everyone's comparing this year to 2023. But really, it reminds me of last year because they were comparing last year to 2023 and saying, all these things. When I was trying to explain, I know everybody wants us to show everything right away and, do all these things that the fans want. They want style points, whatever that is, and stats, and that's great. But the Eagles want to win, and they actually want to win the Super Bowl. So I'm of that mindset. I want to win the Super Bowl. So that's where I'm at. I know everybody wants to fire and trade everybody, but trade deadline's over. We're not firing anybody. So unfortunately, you're going to have to root for the Eagles. Sorry, you're going to have to jump on the bandwagon if you – I don't know, man. I guess people just don't like the Eagles. I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. And that's why it's so reminiscent of last year. You remember everybody jump ship, fire everybody, trade everybody, and then the same thing happened in the playoffs. They start really showing what they're made of and just destroy everyone. So that's what I see again this year. we'll see how it plays out. But so far, so good for me. Media, casual fans got to be out there deleting away. So to each their own. Defensive championship level, the referee say this. Oh, yeah, always will, man. And this defense, this offense they showed you today, at their times, that when they're rolling, unstoppable. And both of them decided to, I guess, not do that at the end there. So, woo, could have been a real tough loss, but we got the win. So let's go. Let's be real. Josh Allen fumble was not a fumble. Catch grab, turnover. Secure the rest. Oh, dude, they're always gonna call shit calls. It's always a rarity to get a good call for us, but I'll always take them. We will play as good as you never all 4 quarters. Yeah, you heard me all season say it. It's just the way it is. People think that our playoffs are the regular season, and they're not. We're just not going to do that. And, we're not going to show our whole playbook. We're not going to do all these things people think that because of stats or whatever we have to do. We don't need stats. We need to win and win the Super Bowl. And this team knows that. And they know the injuries. They understand the context of what the struggles are and the injuries and all these things. And as I keep saying every week, when everybody keeps saying the season's over, everybody sucks, it's just, that's fine if that's how you feel. For me, just like last year, I feel the regular season is the time to get primed for the playoffs, and that's what we're doing. We're going to get hot at the right time. We just beat one of the best teams, probably the best team in the AFC. So Super Bowl preview, yeah, I think so. And I think that the Eagles, they'll come away with that trophy at the end of the year. I'll stick to my guns all year. That's just how I'm going to roll again this year. And let's hope I'm right again this year. But we'll see, man. This team, I can't force them to do anything. But what you saw at the beginning of the game is exactly what I talked about pregame. Not allowing any points. We talk about, it's going to be high scoring. And I told you, what if we could shut down an offense like this? What would that tell you about yourself? So they know exactly who they are, and they got lucky. So to stay in the game, that's fine. Our offense took the foot off the gas. Whatever it was, whatever it is, whatever you want to tell yourself, we got the win. That's, thank God. But these are things you grow and you learn from. But you got to win against a team like the Bills. That's huge. You messed up their season. And it's good. So I'm pumped. Trying to catch the ball with one arm. Yeah, that was awesome when he was holding his arm back. They'll always get that. But it was a great game indeed, Liz. That's just how it's going to be. And we talked about it. It could be a battle to the death. And I say within 4 points. So it was 13-12. That's a wild score. But, dude, that was fun to get the win. That joy of the last play and everybody in the family just jumping up, hugging, and that was awesome. Usually there's only a couple people, so to have so many, it was a good time. I definitely enjoyed every second of it. And the media, the casual fans are going to be pissed that we won, so they're going to whine, cry all week. Let them. They're going to do it all year until we win the Super Bowl. These people are douchebags. You got to get it through your head, man. Just don't listen to them. Block them out. They start talking, just tell them, yep, I know. You know absolutely nothing about football. Cool, man. We'll see you as the biggest Eagles fan ever soon. That's all I try to tell them. Just do your best this week. They're going to be pissed that we won. W's a W. Yep, you know it. Our own players almost took out Cubby. Well, Sidney Brown did not take out Cubby. That was actually one of their players. But, yeah, man, a great game, Liz. I think, this team, the way it finds ways to win games, like, the media and everybody, the casual fans are like, yes, they suck. Oh, yeah, they let them back in. So they're going to ride with that all week. To me, what I'm going to ride with is the fact that they had one play on the line. Can you step up and show who you are? And, oh, boy, did we. Had the game on the line. They stepped up. That's what I saw. And that's where my excitement comes from. They won a tough battle at the end. It wasn't like we were beating the hell out of them, which is nice. Then it became a game. How do you deal with that adversity? Do you just fold, man, we're letting them back in, it's over? Or do you say, hey, all we got to do is make one stop here. And this is our game. And that's what they did, man. So I'm pumped, man. I was on cloud 9 with the family afterwards. I feel good, man. We needed that win. We didn't really need it, to be honest with you. But we needed, I feel, for ourselves, the team needed to do that just to kind of just reiterate what they already know. Best team in the NFL. Don't care what anybody else says. Don't. I wasn't called. Definitely stuck his leg. No, he actually got ran over, if you saw, and then the guy tripped over him. But yeah, I'm pumped too. I'm with you. A lot of people are upset. I get it. They were wrong about this team. They were. So it is what it is. You guys are pissed. No doubt, man. I don't know. Send them a letter. Let them know you are not a fan. No doubt, bro. But I was glad the Eagles got that call. I was actually happy that the Eagles got anything good for the Eagles. I'm actually going to like it. That's just how I roll, though. I know that's not for everyone. But, yeah, let me take a look here. I really didn't get to look at anything. I had to drive right home. So, thank you, Trey McBride and Tyler Shook. I had to play Tyler Shook in my fantasy football championship going against Jalen Hurts. I was still sitting there rooting. I didn't care. I was like, whatever happens, happens. But second, I was kind of scared after the first half. But, well, that game started. So he has Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift. Sorry, now I'm looking at my fantasy instead of looking at this. Okay. Yeah, the offensive line wasn't great today again. I will say that. I agree with that post. Hurts only 110 yards. Barkley 68. Tank 7. Such a weird game. A.J. Brown 68. It was defensive game, man. I mean, you see the score. Saw the Goddard touchdown. Epps. How about Epps today? 9 tackles, 8 solo, 1 assisted. The stats may not jump off because he didn't, have any other crazy, but man, he was laying people out. That hit on Cook was nuts. Jod Campbell looked good today. Coop, as always. Reed Blankenship was looking good. Bond, Jalen Carr. Everybody was looking good at some point. I will agree that, I mean, you don't want it to get away from you like that. You don't want the offense to get stagnant. You don't want the defense to be giving stuff up at the end of the game like that, but I'm not going to harp on that. I'm going to focus on the 3 quarters I did see and the fact that at the end of the game, they stepped up when they needed to. That, to me, is the most important thing. So, yeah. Oh, my God, you guys are still going. The trip, I don't know, man. I thought he just got ran over, but you guys seem pretty upset about it. So, write him a letter. Let him know. How dare you? How dare you? Let him know. Defense looked very good, man. And, at the end, I understand the media's go, oh, they're the worst ever. They give a point. I get it, man. That's what they do. But it happens. Josh Allen's good. They have a good team. It is what it is. We won. You're not going to break me. You're not going to – the whiners, I hate everyone on the team. They do it every week, bro. You guys understand. I've run the show for years. I'm used to it. They do not like the Eagles in any way, shape, or form. And when they win, it breaks them because they've been commenting all week about how they suck and everybody sucks. And then they got to look like assholes. And I try to help them, but what are you going to do? Dude, I couldn't stop. I really am tired of fantasy football. I just want to let you know that. I'm ready for this to be over. The stress of this week. I got to win, man. I got to win. I'm going against my brother in his league. If you guys remember the story last year, we had to leave the link early at the draft last year, and I had to take him to the hospital. We both got screwed in our drafts. This year, we're both in the championships. It's funny when you get to draft your own team, what happens. But may the best brother win. Best of luck to you, Bill. I've got Bijan left tomorrow, but he's got Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift. That freaks me out. I just can't get comfortable. Oh, did you see that guy back there? I forgot. Brought a special guest with me for the show. Completely forgot. I threw him in there because I don't know where I'm going to put him yet because I have all this stuff to move around in the first place. And now this is kind of forced in my hand, which I kind of like. But a big shout out to my sister, Jamie. Thank you for the Jason Kelsey cutout that is now going to be part of the room. So, hell yeah. All about it. Hello to you, Lynn. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's effing go birds. And, I'm going to miss some. Hold on a sec. Epps looks sold. Even the pass cooked God's luck. Played it perfectly. Yeah, that was a good catch. I mean, they had some plays that it was good defense, but they made some great plays. So, hey, man, good teams do that. But Epps was balling. He was, man. He looked great. So, Joe, my man, let's go Birds. And, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Could sit the starters depending on how things go in this matchup. If the Niners beat the Bears, we could still get the number 2 seed. So, might not be resting our starters. But we'll see, man. We'll see how things shake out. Another game keeping yeah, man. Vic is the man. This is why I always laugh at people that want to fire all of our coordinators. I remember when everyone wanted to fire him last year, and I'm sitting there laughing my ass off, making all these videos describing this defense. Everybody's like, this defense sucks. Can't stop anyone. And I'm like, it's built to stop people like Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, right. It could never. And then they literally have to tell me all week, every week, how, oh, well, I got to move the goalpost now. And then we win the Super Bowl, and they're just like, as we destroy Patrick Mahomes, and now they're all his biggest fan. That's why I always try to get people to rein it back, like what I did with Jalen Hurts when everybody wanted to trade him for Deshaun Watson and Jimmy Garoppolo and Kirk Cousins, and I was just like, please, God, stop. A little patience would go a long way. Stop following the Dan Cilios of the world would also help. But, yeah, man, it is what it is. Top 10 team under 17 points. Yeah, that's the best team in the AFC that you just held. So we talked about it, number 4 in scoring in the NFL. And we talked about if you could hold them below 10 points, that'd be great. You did that for most of the game. You let them back in. They score 12. Okay. But just like I talked about, everybody was giving me high scores. And I said, what if this defense keeps showing you who they are? And you just believe them one of these times. They'll believe soon enough, man. This D is the truth. But KB has to be better than everyone, but he's all. I don't know, man. There were definitely some questionable things going on there with him, but definitely some questionable effort as well. The offensive line makes me want to lose my mind a lot of the time. A lot of the dropped balls, a lot of the things were pissing me off today. But it just was a culmination of the offense being ass. So to me, just got to get it together. Do what you did at the beginning of the game. It happens in football. I mean, I know everybody thinks you should trade and fire everyone if things get bad, but like it literally happens every game. Like it just, it's a weird world we live in. I don't know. Like I said in week 1 though, but spoiler alert, we're not firing anybody. And spoiler alert, right before the playoffs, definitely not firing anybody. Next week should we make Kesters happy? Make sure I'm Yeah, I would literally, like I said, if you have a chance for 2, okay, maybe. But like I told you throughout this week, I really feel this is the last game you play with a care in the world. So go out and fight. You did that. Now next week, you play your starters for half the game, rest them, beat the living shenanigans out of them, and still win the game. I don't see why you wouldn't. LMS not that there at the end. It's all game. Yep, that's how it works. Defense is spectacular. Sure was. Well, not so much at that last play they were, but thank God. Steen has regressed. He had definitely had a couple bad plays, but no, he's been one of the better linemen. But line has definitely been struggling this year. Offense was absent. They were there. Beginning game looked great, just like the defense. But at the end, I don't know, man. I guess just didn't go their way. That rain got them. The inability to run the ball, inability to block anybody. I don't get you. So it's just hope we get Lane Johnson, get that jumbo formation back when Lane Johnson comes back. Thank God. And I think this offense is going to run a lot smoother. Now, as I keep mentioning, I think Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson are still definitely banged up, dude. They definitely need to get healthy, and hopefully next week they can get some time to do that because they've struggled, man. Mailata's struggled, and he doesn't have an injury as an excuse, but I don't know. I would just like to have Lane back. I'd like to get that continuity going here. But like I said, I don't think we need to do that before the playoffs because if we lose him before the playoffs, we're screwed. So let's just use him as much as we can in the playoffs and hope that he makes it all the way through. But this further rest for him can only be better. It's what he needs. And it's unfortunate he was out, but we got another win without him. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yep. It's going to be a longer. Yeah, you heard me just say that a minute ago. That's what I meant, man. If the offense isn't going to help you, of course you're going to have struggles. But we've seen that all year. And that's what I mean. So yeah, yep. This is why we do the shows all week, ladies and gentlemen. Then when we see this stuff happen, hey, crazy, right? But hey, man, this team, they're not gonna convince me to quit on them. I'm just gonna keep waiting for everybody to join me and become huge fans because they're about to. Once this team hits the playoffs, watch, dude. You'll hear every one of your favorite content creators repeating me. You'll hear everyone. Oh, I love the Eagles, man. I can't wait. I look forward to it. I do, actually. Last year it took way too long. So hopefully, you jump on board the bandwagon soon. Us diehards been holding it down, though. Oh, shit. Who is... Oh, we get to play Jalen Hurts next. Oh, how'd that go for you? I forgot about this. I bookmarked it. Come on back to that. So I always like to bookmark these people that say stuff. See, I like to come back with the facts. The facts are usually not works well for these people. It's a joyous time. Nothing better. I'm going to have to go through my YouTube comments too because they were kind of frisky this week. So let's see if everybody's got that same mindset. We'll find out. We'll find out. Rest them next week. No doubt. Yeah, he's still one of the best, but he's not been good. That's not good. We don't want him not to be good. We want him to play well. We need him to get back to form. That's what we need. But, hey, man, this Eagles team to me, right on schedule, going to get hot right in time. Don't give a shit what anybody else has to say, just like last year. I know that'll rub people the wrong way, but I hope to see you as an Eagles fan very, very soon. Until then, we'll keep trying to get you rooting for us. Hope to see you when we win the Super Bowl. Because it's happening, baby. This game, I told you, I'm going to come down like a hammer. Yeah, a lot of talk this week. Season's over. Okay. Just want to be sure you still feel that way. You better get to deleting anybody who is out there because some of you are Eagles fans and you got a little bit of time here before I find you. But I am coming, just to let you know. All over you. Okay, here we go. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a beautiful win. I know you don't want to, I don't ever want to feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm probably going to die that way. I hate it. 39 years of my life. I'm tired of it. But that's Eagles football. They're going to always do it to you. And it's the NFL. Just the way it works, man. And going to be tough games when there are two really good teams. So media will use this as Eagles season's over. I'm going to use it as we just beat the Bills. Let's effing go. Hope that gets you excited. Gets me excited. I'm ready for the playoffs. Commanders, we'll kick your ass in Kelly Green next week. A little Kelly Green, huh? Right before we go to the playoffs. I'm all about it. So, a little celebration week. Get us ready. Get rested. We're going to whoop everyone's ass. And Bills, maybe we'll see you again in February. I look forward to that. Really, really would. But look, offense, defense, you both had a lot of good in there to build on. Take that, learn from it. Also had a lot of bad in there. Take that, learn from it, and we'll be just fine. So this week we're going to go through. We'll do the usual. We'll go behind enemy line. We'll look at the Commanders. We'll talk about it. But I'm also going to blend in what I think the Eagles should be doing in this game, whether it be about resting, which players, where, who I feel maybe should be still on the field, where we need to focus on getting better, things like that. We'll get ready for the playoffs here, but we still got one more week, so we're not going anywhere. We'll break it down like we always do. We'll talk about the Commanders, and then it'll be on to the playoffs. And I hope you're all ready for it, because it's coming, man. You remember each effing week they've told me how much this team is going to be bad and everyone needs to be fired and benched and traded. And, well, A.J. Brown's still here. Jalen Hurts is still here. Kevin Padula, Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman, Vic Fangio, anybody else you guys wanted to fire and trade out there. Well, we sickos and diehards are sitting here laughing at you because we'll see you soon. Let's just put it that way. But Win is a win indeed, Bob, my man. They'll learn it soon enough. In the NFL, those things are hard to come by. So I'm going to take the win. I'm going to enjoy it all week. Exactly. 0 points in the first half. Like I said, lot to build on here. We will. The media will take their negative. We're going to take our positive. We'll be all right. I promise you. Promise. They'll be repeating me. And I know it sounds annoying hearing me say it each week, but isn't it funny when it actually starts happening? I don't know about you guys, but when I'm watching the game stuff, I'm like, I mean, that is what I've been trying to tell you. Like all the time. It's always like, okay, if only there was someone out here literally telling you exactly, like, did you see the offensive line's been struggling? Yes, for the last 2 months, I've been trying to tell you. It's like all these, it sucks having to wait. It's like I wait for it, and I'm like, all the problems we've had for months. You were talking about trading Jalen Hurts, and I was talking about all the real problems. I remember. Let's wake them up, folks, because I'm falling asleep here. But no, I'm ready to run through an effing wall. 11-5. That's pretty good. About to go 12-5. Run into the playoffs and run through them all. Super Bowl trophy. Here we come. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed your weekend and your holiday season here. I love you guys. If you need anything, I say it, but I really, really mean it. We all go through stuff, especially during the holiday season, man. Whether you're missing somebody, like I miss my dad all the time during these holidays. You're going through something. I'm not trying to preach to you or tell you anything. Just want you to know I'm here for you. Don't ever go through life alone. I used to do that stuff all the time to myself, beat myself up. I'd have people around me, but I just locked it all in. Don't do that. I'm here for you. I love you. I created this channel as an escape for us. This is my way to escape this insane world. I know the Eagles will give us a heart attack and drive me mad every day. Don't care. That's why I make this show every single day. I love my birds, and I love you, and I want you to know in this insanity, we can find peace and love somehow together. I just want you to know that during this holiday season. And I also want you to know I really have enjoyed this year. It's been awesome. This year's about to come to an end. Holy crap. I'll be talking to you tomorrow for Victory Monday. So I'll thank you again. But just in case I don't see some of you, really can't thank you enough for tuning in all of 2025, whether it be for last year for the Super Bowl and sticking with me all year while I predicted the Super Bowl and everyone bashed me for it, or doing it again this year. I can't thank you enough, man. Those of you who ride with me in the Eagles, you're awesome. I really, to the rest of you, again, we'll see you soon. But I love you guys. I really do. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. I hope you enjoyed it. I love each and every one of you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go get some rest. Get back to reality here next week. But I'll be back tomorrow. Victory Monday. We'll be breaking things down. We'll be talking about the landscape of the NFC. Our opponent coming up, the Commanders. We'll talk about it all. I hope to see you then. We got Lynn and Duck already started us off. You know what 2 words I'm craving. And if you're with me and the birds and you're ready to fly high, I'm going to need to see those 2 words down below. If you're watching this later, you got anything you want to add, always down to talk some birds. I'd love to hear from you. But all I've got for you here, so have a great rest of your evening until tomorrow. I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me, you sickos. Go Birds!